Welcome back to another episode of Nine. What's going
Hey,
on? How my people doing? Y'all, if
hey,
y'all don't
whoa.
know, your boy moved. I am always an Atlanta Braves fan, but when in St. Louis, I gotta represent for the Cardinals. No, nobody will support me with the Cardinals.
Absolutely, definitely.
Thank you, brethren. Y'all, we're on season 3. First of all, we want to say welcome back. We got our boy DJ
Woo.
with us. What's going on,
What up?
DJ?
What up? What up? What up?
With
What
the
up,
Super
world?
Mario Brothers going on. I see you. I'm a little jelly.
He trying.
Y'all see we missing 2 people. Arteria, she's with the family. She's doing the family thing with the cute little booger butt of a baby. And then her daughter just turned 13. Happy birthday, Jordan. Uncle Boo, I love you. Hey fam, Facebook user who don't have a name, but you still fam. And you got a ghost picture up. That's a little freaky, but we love you anyway. Yeah.
It's Arteria.
Shavea, girl, we miss you. What my songbird at? But we got some guests with us today. We're gonna get to them later. They're not important right now.
Well,
Well, they
that's
are
aggressive.
important. Let me rephrase it. They're
Yeah, yeah.
phenomenally.
Clean that
They're
up right
dynamically
now.
important. They're important. But first, let's do a quick check-in. How was everybody's week? Let's go. How was your week? Oh, by the way, if you're watching at home, get you a glass of wine. This is a chill episode. We all drinkity drink.
Clink, clink.
We got with everybody on red. We got 3 reds and 1 white. System and processes department always got to be different.
That's
But all
right.
right,
He
DJ, how
doesn't
was
do
your
red
week?
wine. My week has been okay thus far. I had a great weekend. Did some really cool things, some really cool places. Work week. I'm just trying to get to tomorrow, y'all, because at 3 o'clock the day is shut down, and I got to see them again until Monday. So we're just trying to get there, and then in a couple more weeks, we're gonna shut down for 2 weeks. So I'm just ready for this holiday season.
What the song say? Must be nice. Some of us got to go to work.
It is. Shout out to AIDS Foundation Chicago.
Ke, how was your week, babes?
It was great, yeah, I'm just like DJ. I'm ready for tomorrow. Okay, instead of working eight
Okay.
to five, it's an 8 to 2.
Come on
So
here.
yeah, okay, I'm ready.
Damien, how was your week?
It's been good. I have the most amazing boss whatsoever, and she hadn't messed with me all week long. So,
That's when they're amazing. Y'all,
yes,
let me tell y'all about my week. So I came off the weekend like on a high note. Like I had a great weekend. I love trains. I got to ride a train. I watched the Polar Express movie for the
yes.
first time. I got a little emotional about the movie. Like it
I
was
can't
so
believe you that
good.
late watching that movie.
Oh my God! Like it don't take much.
I'm gonna
I,
follow. I'm gonna file a complaint.
be that as it may, I see you took that in a negative context. That didn't necessarily have to be
But
negative.
it was great. And then I go to work, and so my trainer, he so I've used Microsoft Excel, and I create all kind of like formulas to help me do my work faster. And so it takes him 2 hours to do the morning paperwork, and I got it done in 45 minutes. And so for my review, he gonna make a little slick comment. Well, maybe you can do your morning paperwork a little faster. So I got it done in 22 minutes on Monday morning, and he was looking like, "Let me check and make sure everything's okay." I'm like, Mr. Sawyer, like I'm computer savvy. Like, how hard is it to create some formulas that I let the work do it the work for me? I
Right.
was just like, baby boy, what's going on? Do
I
you
don't
need
understand.
a girlfriend? Because you working me. But I'm still grateful. I moved into my place, y'all. I'm getting it set up. I will show y'all my place. But it's boxes everywhere. I am a true bachelor, and when we move in, we just throw stuff in places and then try to figure it out later. Is this Chevette coming in? Hey, Chevette!
Hi. Having technical
Don't you look
difficulties, y'all.
Don't you look cute with the blue and the yellow? Is that baby blue and gold? Doesn't it look pretty?
I'm in Kentucky. I'm at my parents.
All right.
You at Bishop's house. Hey Bishop, how you doing?
All right. Good evening.
Good to
He's gonna be joining us soon.
Awesome. But y'all, that was my week. Like so my place is real nice. You all are welcome to come visit. I'll cook for you guys. I have ramen noodles. I have bowl of noodles. I got some pinto beans. I'm joking. Y'all know I'm Southern. We're gonna go all out. I cook y'all some beans, greens.
You're not going out with
potatoes.
ramen noodles coming from the South. No, we're not gonna do
You
that.
know, bro, you know how we do in the South.
We don't do ramen noodles.
I got the greens, I got the potatoes, the tomatoes, some hams, some lambs, some hogs, some moths, some chicken, some turkey, some rabbits. You know it. Shout out to Shirley Caesar because I don't want her to sue me like she sued them other people. I do not own the rights to that. All right, y'all, let's get into this. Say what?
Say what?
Okay, so that was really quick.
She
So,
will come back, right?
so I want to talk about I don't know if y'all saw it. I don't know if y'all saw the ads or whatever, but I want to talk about this whole thing about Lil Nas X being on this past episode of Maury. Have y'all seen it? Are y'all familiar with what happened?
So
I did see it. I saw it.
So I haven't
I didn't
watched it
see it.
yet, but I do remember seeing it all over Twitter.
So look, it was like it was a mess, y'all. Like it was a mess. Let me tell you. So it was like it was a typical Maury episode, right? But now you got Lil Nas X, and of course he used his government name, and so he's dealing with this guy, and he didn't know that the guy was married, and then the guy had a kid, and then they paternity tested the kid to see if it was his dad, and the guy brought him flowers, and the girl like broke up on the flowers and everything, and all of that. So at the end of the whole segment, right? They put the disclaimer up like, oh, it's promotional famous to promote his newest song, da 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 da. So what do y'all think? What do y'all thought?
I knew it was a song set up all along.
Right, because
I would agree.
What,
That's exactly what I was gonna say. That was a whole setup. So,
but it was ingenious. So his boyfriend was not the father of the baby. We knew that because he did not have the nose. She should have said, "Look at the nose." She didn't say that. Anytime I say, "Look at the nose," you are the father. So that's how we knew that. But then it came out.
Shout out to
Then
our
it
series.
came out that the boy was cheating on Lil Nas with 10 other dudes.
Him and the girl. Because remember, they tested the ass, and since he's been with both of them, have he been with anybody else? And it was 10 other people.
And Lil Nas took the long. So if you watch Murray, when you knock the fall, they make that the girls grab them, make that turn, they fall on the sofa. Lil Nas went through a door down the hallway,
out to the street,
out
deuces.
I was just like, how you gonna cheat on Nas? Like, not.
I mean,
Nas?
he went out just like Lil Nas would. This is something we expect from Lil Nas. I think he is a great marketing person.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't know. I don't think he
Agreed.
needs a marketing planner at all. I think it just comes from up here, for real. I really do.
Yeah.
I thought it was ingenious too. I mean, it captivated attention. I guarantee you, if we look at ratings, that's probably the highest ratings Maury done had in the past, 45 years that he's been on TV doing this. So I'm just saying, like, I know people watched that. Like, my mom watched it when she realized it was Lil Nas X.
Right.
Now, the first Murray show was Mary and Joseph. It's been more than 45 years. And they said, Joseph, you are not the father.
Well, that's Maury didn't get. But remember, he used to really have a talk show.
And real
then
talk
when
show.
he started doing this, that's when it became, and he ran with it. But I'm with you, Kay. Though I think it was a great publicity thing for him. I think it was a great marketing tool, and it was hilarious to watch. So shout out to Lil Nas X for constantly being on the up and up, for remaining relevant, for staying in the game. Chevette, you got something that you want to add to the convo?
Y'all know I'm not the biggest Little Nas fan, so I tried to stay muted so I wouldn't be biased to my own personal opinion. But I don't know, he just extra to me. But it was a genius idea, but it was extra. Don't
You
do
said
that.
you're in
Don't do
Kentucky,
that.
right? How far is Kentucky from St. Louis? What you ain't gonna do? Now, the
Doc,
boy
what you
ugly,
got?
but he's a talented young man. That's like Beyonce. Everybody claims she this, that, and the third.
Whoa, pump the
Beyonce ain't
brakes,
all
spoil the
that.
reins. I was gonna say, you're not a fool with her. Pump the brakes, spoil the reins.
I was going to say, I think the Beehive is in the room. So.
Yeah, that's me. Let's calm down.
Where my raid at? Cause y'all telling
Let's calm down just
who's
a
gonna?
little.
I got fly swaps. I got paper. I know how to roll up
Let's
paper and
just
kill it.
calm down just a little, okay? Let's get off a B. Let's get off a B.
I do have to admit, though, anytime you're talking about, like nowadays, anytime you're talking about anybody's person that they like or whatever, they always have to bring up Beyonce. I'm like, don't be that kind of hater. Come on now.
All right.
Right.
That's like Janet Jackson. People say she can sing, but she's just a real good performer. Is that better?
Janet is,
She's a
but
great
here's the
performer.
thing. But here's the thing. Unlike Beyonce, Janet has never professed to be a singer. She has always
True.
professed to
She's
be
an
an
entertainer.
entertainer.
Yep.
And that has always been her claim to fame.
And she doesn't.
Everybody already know. Janet is gonna whisper you a couple of cute lyrics every now and then, but that hoe is gonna give you a show.
Right.
And that's what she's gonna go for. And lately, and now we know, unlike Beyonce, Janet can act. And her range is constantly growing as she goes through these other experiences.
So we gonna get off of Beyonce
That was
now,
so much
or
shade. That was so much
no,
shade.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Beyonce did a terrible job being herself.
Well,
Look at Kay. Oh, DJ, you might not be Kay's
But-
favorite no more.
the shade.
Right.
But I'm just saying, if we think about Janet, though,
Yeah.
Janet has never professed that. Janet has always professed to be an entertainer, and she
Right.
continues to
I'm getting a
evolve
little
in that
warm,
same
DJ. I'm
space.
getting a little warm.
That's okay. Have you a
DJ,
cold
finna
drink or a cold glass of wine? You'll be all right.
DJ, you're not gonna be Kay's favorite unless she send us a rude email.
Listen,
Get rid of
listen.
DJ.
Get him off the show.
Oh God. Y'all got.
I mean, I call it how I sees it.
Y'all, my
What's
daddy's
up?
in the room.
What's going on,
Oh,
bitch?
we have to behave now.
I'm good.
We was
I
talking about
know. I got to
Beyonce,
have the
and we
wine.
can't talk bad about Beyonce because she made, even when she was Nala in Lion King, I wanted somebody to kill Nala because that was horrible. Simba, it is me. Why are you running? I was like, what is this? Moving on. We're gonna get off Beyonce before Kay comes to all of our house and we all turn off. We're gonna be on the show episode of First 48.
Let me tell y'all, I come up missing the A, the F, and the C coming looking for y'all.
Oh, that's your job. I had to think about it for a minute. I was like, the A, the A, the... Okay, I thought it was
the A,
an
the
acronym.
F, the A, the F, and the C. It's all gonna
If
come
I
looking for
turn
you.
up missing, just know I got angels watching over me. My grandmama coming through somebody's front door, kicking his screen. She finna test some stuff for touching my baby. All right, y'all. We'll be right back after this commercial break, and then we're gonna get into our main topic. We're finna have a family reunion. We got the family on deck. We'll be right back.
I want you to walk.
Welcome back, guys. All right, so first of all, shout out to Ricky Z Media. That's our production company. If you have a blog, if you have a podcast or a show idea, you want to get it launched and get it done right, contact Ricky Z. I'm telling y'all, we're on every media stream you can think about.
She on
We're on
point.
the Facebook, the Twitter, the Instagram, the the gaming thing, the podcast, and the Apple, and the
Wait a minute.
Spotify, and the cryptocurrency, and the Shadrach, the Meshach, and the Abednego. We own
The
all
Billy
All
that.
that.
Goat.
All that.
Come
We
on.
own all that. Get in touch with her. She's the bomb.com. Another person I want to shout out, y'all. So y'all know I just moved to St. Louis. I'm getting settled. So one of my brothers of Alpha Psi Kappa Fraternity Incorporated made me a welcome home kit. It's a box.
One of
Our
your
letters
what?
on it. My name is on the inside of it. She made me all kind of trinkets. I want to shout out Sean. Hit her up on Facebook at Sean D for Show. Get in touch with her, y'all. Yes, we're here. We have cryptocurrency. We have Ethereum. We have Bitcoin. We have Shiba Inu. We have it all.
Come on,
I'm,
Bitcoin.
I'm
So,
mad at
guys,
Sheba
y'all
this
see, we
week.
have guests. We have not introduced our guests because I want each host invited somebody to the show tonight, and I just want us to tell why we invited that person, why we're thankful for that person, because this is our Thanksgiving show. We're talking about what we're thankful for. All right. So I'll go first. I invited Kay because I'm thankful for Kay. Um, Kay and I met at a baby shower and we kind of meshed. We sat near each other. She was crazy, y'all. She had like highlighter pink hair. She was crazy. And so we just started conversation. And I was like, you know anybody looking for a job? And she was like, nigga, me. And I was like, send me your resume. I promise y'all, I walked out the resume. My phone was like, resume received. I was like, what?
Hello.
We worked together. She was hardworking. She encouraged me so many times when I come to work and I was going through my own little things. She was there for support. When I had my moments that I was missing my grandmother, she was there. She gave me a shoulder to cry on. Her mother brought me in, welcomed me, loved on me like I had a family. Every morning I came to work, I was greeted with a smile. Good morning, Dr. Robert. And it just makes that warming feeling makes you get through a tough day. So when I want to say somebody I'm thankful for, it's easy for us to say we're thankful for our partners, the typical people. But I wanted Kay to know that I'm thankful for her and appreciate her, and that's why I invited her to be on our Thanksgiving show.
I thought you was gonna be mean.
I'm not gonna talk about how you made me wear a
We're not gonna talk
cowboy.
about nothing else. It's okay. That's between me and you. Shh.
So y'all, welcome to No Clue. Kay, she is a watcher, a viewer. She's been commenting every week. So we thank you for Kay. Now thank you for just being my friend.
Oh.
Thank you for being a friend.
Come on.
Travel down the road and back again. All right, DJ, who did you invite?
So before I do that, I'm gonna give a shout out to our girl Arteria, who was not here with us, and I know we said that before, but she here with us in the
We
chat,
miss
in
you,
the comment.
boo.
She is here in the comments, so keep up with her. We know that she here. We love you. We miss you. My person that I
Yes.
brought on is backed by popular demand. You all know him as the viewers as the Parks guy. I know him as my dad. So I brought on the fabulous Damian Parks Weekly. And I brought him on because I'm thankful to have him as my dad. For those of you that know, I did lose my biological father last year, right before COVID really hit and really spiked. But even before that, when me and my dad were not on the best of terms, he and Ramil have always been there to support me, to encourage me, to lift me up, to give a kind word. Um, Even through everything that I'm going through now, and I'm trying not to tear up because I've been drinking too. But
You and me both. Don't
but
do that to me. Oh.
but I'm super super grateful, and I'm super super thankful that you know we get to have our relatives, we get to have our chosen family, and I'm super grateful for the connection that we have. I'm super grateful for the closeness that we share, and I love him, and I'm so glad that he's here to join us. So, and he's been an avid
Oh.
supporter of everything that I do and that we do here. So, I brought my daddy.
Awesome.
Welcome to the show.
Thank y'all. Thank you so much. It's so nice to be back, the Parks guy. But I was sitting there. The pastor told me your name is Parks Weekly, not Parks. So whoever wrote the letter, it's Parks Weekly, please. Thank you. I gotta live
What was
with it.
their name? Rob and Sherry or something like
The
that.
couple, yeah.
Oh yeah, our digital grandparents. They did say
Right,
that.
we got grandparents
We have
now.
digital grandparents.
Do.
All right, Songbird. I'm sorry, Chevelle. Who did you bring?
I'll take it. That's fine. You being nice to me today. It's whatever's in that glass. I brought my daddy with me today. For obvious reasons, I'm grateful. But He is one of my biggest supporters, one of my biggest pushers, and all around one of the most amazing men that I know. He is like the example of what a good man is, in my opinion. So, yeah, this is Bishop Daddy, y'all. Y'all welcome my daddy.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome, Bishop Daddy.
Bishop Daddy.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're glad to have you, sir.
Good to
All
be
right,
here.
so we know you guys know what we're thankful for. So y'all tell us, what are y'all thankful for this Thanksgiving?
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm thankful for life, first of all. Second of all, last Thanksgiving was nothing like this Thanksgiving that's coming up. I'm glad I got a roof over my head and I'm still pushing on and I'm pushing on and I'm pushing on.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Amen.
Who's
Come on
next?
here, Kay.
I'll go next. So I'm personally grateful for my church because um a number of we take for granted those of us that do have biological families and sometimes even extended families, but this coming Thursday we actually are going to have a small group of people at my church who are, for whatever reason, whether it be they decided not to go out of town to visit their families, or if maybe they're estranged from their families, or they're, let's be honest, some of us have toxic family members. So at my church, we're actually doing, a small group of us are going to have Thanksgiving dinner together. So instead of me going home to Birmingham and Pastor, we won't be with his family here. We're going to celebrate with our church members, make it really nice. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm just glad that, someone steps up to the plate. We take for granted a lot of times with our connections and our families. And we don't think about some people who, or maybe their parents have gone on and they're not around. So holidays are really tough for them. So I'm just glad that my church has that in place and that we're doing that. So I'm hoping that it'll grow. And if you're out there and you're in St. Louis and you need to stop by, hey, come on. So
Awesome.
I'll be there.
Right.
Dr. Robert.
Bishop, what are you thankful for?
Man, the list is too long, but to kind of squish it down a little bit, I'm grateful for my life, my wife, no strife, and this play's about to be right.
So tell me why I heard a beat in my head.
Right.
Yes. Before we move on from this segment, can we get Rakia to come on? Because she just put something in the chat, and I just want to know her background. I want her thoughts. The people need to see her at the start of season 3 to know this is the backbone behind what it is that we do. Rakia, can you look in for a second?
Hey, Ricky! No Clue is thankful for you, sweetie.
Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
We cannot do this without you.
I'm thankful for all of y'all because this has been a great journey, and we've all learned and grown together in this process. It's been great. This 3 seasons in 1 year.
Right. That's how we roll.
I'm gonna go backstage though, so get show y'all.
Something else, somebody I want to also shout out real quick is being away from home. I have been homesick a little. But Arteria, I want to thank you because you send me videos of little man that really, really, really helps, because I feel like I'm missing out on his life. And so that really, really helps. Talking to Kaz really helps me feel like I'm still connected to my family back home. And then here, Damien, you have checked on me so many times just to make sure I'm okay. So I thank both of you so much, because I'm 787 miles, something like that, from home. And y'all have been like true family. I have not missed a meal. Shout out to Chef Brandy and that bread pudding
that we get on Thursday. Woo!
Oh. When
Listen,
they say
y'all,
Jesus broke bread, he was breaking that bread pudding.
I need y'all to understand. Like, listen.
If y'all taste this bread pudding,
y'all got to understand, this is not your traditional bread pudding. Like, bread pudding is nasty on the regular, right? I don't know what
Amen.
Brandy do. I don't know how she finessed it with this Creole candy pecan praline kind of thing that
She
she
put her big
does.
toe in it and stirred it up.
Let's get that bourbon sauce in it.
It
Right.
does.
It does, but it's
When I
all
tell
kinds of
you this,
different layers. Like, it has layers of flavor too. So it's not just like that one note of like custard or whatever it is. Like there's different layers of flavors as each time you get it. Like you're experiencing something different, and it's exciting and invigorating to the palate.
I need
Let me
that.
tell y'all, I went to her tasting, and I was like,
It was the bomb.com
I
because we
said,
all
DJ,
looked at it
don't
like
eat bread pudding.
we don't eat bread
Bread
pudding.
pudding is disgusting. I don't eat bread pudding. I said, but I don't want to be disrespectful to the chef because, she's created it. They hand me that bread pudding. I said, mm. The boy said, we have some extras. I grabbed me an extra. DJ said, you got one for me?
And didn't play the kid, but it was all right.
But see, speaking of bread pudding, that goes into my first topic. We're going to talk about tradition. What are some Thanksgiving traditions that, we have a dynamic here. We have our seasoned generation, and then we have our unseasoned generation, and we have our in-between generation. So we have our salt and pepper, then we have our Lawry's, and then we have our Miss Dash. So there we go.
I'm kind of offended. I feel like you need to be more specific.
Did you say Mrs. Dash?
You ain't got no seasoning.
But what do y'all think? What are some of these traditions that we have that we grew up with that we like? That ain't my cup of tea no more.
Let me tell you all of it, and I'll start. I'm not for going to nobody's house. I'm not for having nobody come to my house. I'm not for doing that. I want a peaceful holiday. I don't want to have to fight you or fight nobody else over what's going on the plate, what you think you finna take home, how many plates you taking home. I'm not doing that no more. You stay at your house. I'm gonna stay at my house. We can FaceTime in the morning or the afternoon, however you like it. You go about your business, and I can go shopping at night. That's a great holiday for me.
Our system and processes department really closed.
Boost the house down. Do you hear me? Boost the house down.
He came out the woodwork. He was like, "Screw your dinner. Screw your fellowship."
What he was trying to say is that he is thankful for peace and quiet.
Oh yeah, he's definitely grateful for peace and quiet, but he also wanted people to understand. You stay at your house, and I'm there at mine.
Okay, what's some traditions that you just like? Sorry, that you're not feeling no more?
All that cooking, usually at my house it's me, my mom, and my sister. And to this day, it's usually me, my mom, and my sister. And my mama just cooks so much food that it's like, we gonna be eating this like 2-3 weeks from now. Cause she's the type of person that she'll just freeze, everything. And when she don't feel like cooking, there's that Thanksgiving food in there. I think we just need to just, if we gonna cook for a day, okay, that's cool. Maybe even 2 days, give it a little leftover then. But after 2 days, leftovers need to go be thrown in trash. Not frozen. I love you, mama, though. I appreciate you so much.
Cause y'all, Kay gonna get rid of us, but let me tell you, her mom's like, what you say about me, little girl? You think you're grown.
She probably watching now. She gonna text me in a minute. What did you say? I love you. That's what I said, mama.
Bishop, what do you think we need to change?
Man, I think people need to stop showing up at my house and then bring nothing.
Ooh.
Are you talking about a certain person on the show?
That right there.
No, she's not allowed to bring nothing. She just has to be here. I'm grateful that she's here this year. I don't think we got to spend it with her last year, so I'm so happy that she's here and she's here early. So I get her to myself. That's my baby.
Oh.
Let me tell y'all real quick. I was able to see both of them on stage together singing. When I tell you, if you want to see a duo that tag team off each other and make you go bonkers, I was in my good church outfit and got a good 2 or 3 4 step in. When I tell you my hair was nice, my hair was up. When I got done, it was on the ground. Like all my hair was up. And that was that good Malaysian. You know that good. You said that chef for 40 hours getting that stuff.
See, that was the problem. You said Malaysian. That was where you went wrong from the beginning. See, that was it.
Chevy, what do we need to get rid of?
So to be honest, I haven't been home in a few years. So I don't really have anything to get rid of. I can only think about the traditions that I love. I got my brothers, my mom and dad. Like, it's super exciting because it's been some years since I've been able to get home.
DJ said you need to go to your house. They go to their house at 4 o'clock. We're gonna FaceTime and we're gonna eat and then we're gonna go about our business.
Because I need my
See,
mama to
our,
make that banana pudding.
yeah,
That
ours is
part.
more intimate now. I'm not for the feeding the whole east side of Lexington no more. People you ain't seen since last Thanksgiving.
Right.
But having our kids, our grandkids, that's all we need.
I feel you. Damien, what about yourself?
The exact same thing. I talked to DJ about this earlier, and I was talking to my mom when I was out running an errand today. I was like, I believe even before COVID, we were over the whole 30 people packed into the house type thing. It was great. It was cute when we were growing up, but now everybody has their own kids and everyone else is married, so they're connected to another family. So you just can't bring all of that into the same space. And I'm also very big on atmosphere. So when I know that I have a cousin or an auntie that's toxic, I'm sorry, I don't want them in my house.
Right.
So we pray too hard here. We bless our house, and I'm not trying to just let the enemy come in. So I'm not about changing all of that. So we keep together as peaceful as possible. So that's why I'm looking forward to Thursday. Like, I know that it's going to be really cool. And we are people that want to be there too. I don't want to keep the push going of just going out of obligation because this is what we do. It's traditional obligation because it's what we do. You should want to feel that. You should want to come in with the love and the peace and enjoying. And so I'm not just trying to go because that's just what Big Mama want us to do. She did the best that she could, but let's be honest, we have transitioned and moved forward. We know better now. So
Amen.
yeah.
And let's talk about the traumas behind that. I don't want to be in a house full of trauma. And I'm
No.
working through my own
Yeah.
stuff every week in therapy, dealing with my stuff, and you still don't want to address
You
the
hear
fact
me?
that cousin
Exactly.
Ray done touched whoever. You can't go over there with them because they did all of this stuff. Like, I'm not going to subject myself to that.
Nope.
Well,
Totally agree.
For me, I want us to get rid of chitlins. I'm sick of
Hey,
it.
amen.
All right, my grandma used to have this.
Amen.
Me and my grandmama used to cook in the kitchen together, and I'd be like stirring up something or preparing the candy yams. And I'd be like, Grandma, did you get rid of chitlins? Those need to go in the trash. Disgusting. And y'all gonna hate me for this. Get rid of sweet potato pie. I like a good pumpkin pie.
You lying.
gas.
I'll be
sweet
him though.
potato pie is good.
Why you need
I'll
sweet
eat
potato
it.
pie and
Rakia,
sweet
can you
potato?
go ahead and move him out of the show? I know this is your
Yeah,
show.
go
We're
ahead and
gonna
take
take
him
over
out.
because
Move
Do
this
you
way.
do?
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Rakia.
you.
I'm gonna send you the pie. I'm gonna send you a pie.
Okay.
Y'all got me put out.
Mm-mm.
No, but I mean,
Thank you.
I like sweet potato pie, but I like pumpkin pie too. And
No.
when
Just have
people be
both.
like, "That's your white side,"
I
I
don't
like
like
pumpkin pie.
anything pumpkin at all. That's the one thing I hate
I
about this
don't either,
time of year
DJ. I
is
hate
that
pumpkin.
everything turns pumpkin, and you like, what the hell? Like, everything got to be pumpkin now? Like,
What's the
no,
point?
But why
I'm
why do
not
you
feeling
need
that.
why do you need yams and sweet potato pie? That I don't get that. That means
Because
the yams
it's
wasn't
Well,
good.
different though. It's different.
There's a little bit
You
of a
eat my
difference,
yams,
of
you don't
course.
It's
need no sweet potato
different.
pie.
that's how my
You
What
mom's
you
eat
sweet
say?
potatoes are.
Hold
My
up,
mom's sweet
hold on,
potatoes
y'all.
are
What
like that
Bishop
too.
say? If you what?
I said if you eat my yams, my sweet
Uh-huh.
potato casserole, you don't need a sweet potato
Yeah,
pie.
you don't
You
need both.
So
good.
let me tell you what I
Right.
just heard. Bishop said we all welcome to his house for Thanksgiving.
You're not tapped into the spirit, my son.
You know what's one thing we need to let go of, though, since we're talking about getting rid of traditions? And I'm going to tell you this story, and then y'all can pick
What?
up on it.
No clue at the Bishop.
No clue at the bishop's house. So, one year I went over one of my previous partner's homes, right? And so we was making this ham. They would get this small ass pan to cook the ham in, and so they did, and they would always say you got to cut off the end of the ham,
Oh no.
and so they would cut off the end of the ham to get it to fit in this pan. And so they was like, "Why do you do that?" And they like, "Big Mama said you got to cut off the end of the ham." You got to cut off the end of the ham. So then they go down the line. And they ask them. So they ask their mother, "Why do you cut off the end of the ham?" She's like, "I don't know. That's just how we always were told to do it, right?" So then she asked her mom, "Mama, why do we cut off the end of the ham?" "Oh, I don't know. That's how you always do it." So then when she finally got to the real big mama, she said, "No, babies, we cut it off because that's the only way it can fit in the pan, not because nothing was wrong with the other damn end of the ham."
Right, exactly.
So I'm saying that to say, we need to get rid of that not asking questions and just blindly
Questions,
doing
yes.
things because it doesn't make sense.
DJ said, "Get a bigger pan."
I mean, seriously, who
That's
does that?
tradition that
Like,
serves no
you have been
purpose.
doing that and at that point, you
Right.
see, they had to go back 4 generations
To ask somebody.
to understand that you've been wasting food for 4 generations.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
tell
they
me,
were
That's
too
a
afraid.
whole different podcast. Tradition that serves no purpose.
Put me in A
Huh?
flat.
Please
I feel a word coming.
preach about it,
Come on,
Bishop.
A flat.
Preach, Bishop.
all right. So y'all, what are some of y'all funny Thanksgiving moments? Like just
Oh,
things that you look at
I
you
got
think
you.
right. You like I got two. I went to one
I'm
of
gonna
my
start. I'm gonna start because I'm telling you, y'all are not gonna top me on this. I guarantee you are not gonna top me on this. So a few years ago, we were doing Thanksgiving dinner at house at my mom's house, which again is why I'm a very advocate about staying at my own damn house. But we did Thanksgiving at my mom's house, and my grandma came, and at that time she was living in Minnesota. So it was a big deal that she was home. She was around family. She got to see her grandkids, her first set of great grandchildren, whatever. So grandma decides she wants to bless the food. So she gets all in the living room, and we around the table. We say the prayer. My grandmother's prayer was, "Lord, help these young niggas know they don't know shit, and they ain't gonna never know shit, and old people know shit, and when they get old, then maybe they can know some shit,
Wow.
baby."
Wow.
And that was the prayer over Thanksgiving dinner.
Hey, I wouldn't go eat that day.
Oh,
So,
listen.
so now if I want to get a rise out of her, I say, "Grandma, do I know shit yet?"
yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to top that one.
I told you, you are
Hey.
not gonna stop me on this one.
Now,
My ex
actually,
invited me to his family's house. They're from New Orleans, and so they had a Creole Thanksgiving. They had a Creole ham, which I don't know what that is. I don't eat pork, right? But it got down to the last piece of ham that was like floating in the juices or whatever. And so it was like, "Oh, that's my piece. You had it last year." And so they got into a who had it last year conversation that led to a 6-person fight. Like
Oh
they are
wow.
fighting. When I say fighting, like niggas on the street, we ain't got the same mama, same daddy, fighting. The fight. Mama say, "Y'all ain't gonna fight in my GD house." So they go into the front yard and continue to fight. Now,
Over a
while
piece of
they are
ham.
fighting, I'm like, "Is somebody gonna break this up? Like, what's going on?" Mama goes into the dining room and eat the piece of ham that they fighting over. So when the fight calmed down and they found out who's gonna eat the ham, they come inside. I was like, "Who ate the ham?" So I was like, "Y'all don't beat the crap out of each other, and your mama ate the ham because right." But
And
DJ,
y'all
my
still ain't get no
granddaddy,
ham.
my uncle Rev, he's 80,000 years old. We was at the family Thanksgiving dinner, and we was trying to get everybody to come together to pray because the younger generation, the unseasoned, was smoking the stuff, and then the seasoned people was over there talking about how the unseasoned people didn't know life, and so we said, "Uncle Rev, say the prayer something. You know what? Some of y'all going to heaven, some going to hell. Shit, let's eat." And that was the prayer we
oh,
did. So now at every family reunion, I say, "Daddy, can I say the prayer?" He said, "If you say that, I'm gonna punch you, boy." I was like, "Some of y'all going to heaven, some of y'all going to hell. Shit, let's eat." Oh,
I
hey,
see the
I got
Damon.
connection.
I got
I,
one connected to the pork though, because we get everybody got that one family member that he want to always talk about his religion versus our Christianity.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
hmm
So like he's like Hebrew something,
Mhm.
change his name, all that stuff.
Mhm.
But he want to come to the Christian celebration for Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
Mm.
hmm
So he showed up a couple years ago, and we had already got through the turkey, and wasn't nothing left but ham, pork chops, country ham,
Oh, I'm
So
proud.
we definitely going to
sausages.
Bishop's house for Thanksgiving.
So he he don't eat pork.
Mm.
So that day when everybody was looking away, we seen him eating ham
Of
and
course.
everything else. Said, "Oh, you a Christian today?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Ain't no more turkey. You a Christian today?" So we ride him. So he asked about coming this year, and we was like, you know what, bro? It's gonna be pork everything.
Everything.
We
We
don't
gonna
even have
keep
no
pouring
turkey.
pork gravy on stuff. We're not gonna even have a turkey.
Deep
Country ham,
fried
smoked
pork and
ham,
pork sauce.
all
Right.
kind of ham.
We're gonna have a ham pound cake. You're gonna have
Mhm.
fried ham,
Pork chops,
baked ham,
Candy
boiled
bacon.
ham,
With
grilled
with
ham,
a crackling
sauteed
glaze
ham,
on the cake.
right?
pineapple ham, chicken ham, turkey ham.
That bro, he
Right.
tried for a long time not to eat. He looked like he was about to pass out.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, he had his hand on that ham.
I'm sure y'all
Y'all
had
got my
enough
ears
vegetables in size that he didn't have to have any
Oh,
Hey,
meat
he
with
wasn't
him.
studying vegetables. He wanted that. He wanted that
Uh-huh.
protein.
Amen.
Oh God. Kay, since you drinking wine,
um, um, like I said, it's usually just me, my mom, and my sister. So unfortunately, I don't have any funny moments. Um, besides my mama waking us up in the middle of the night to come help her cook so we can eat on Thanksgiving. So again, mama, I love you.
Kay said what y'all not gonna do is give me a cook.
Okay.
Hold up, Kay. How did she wake y'all up?
Huh?
How did she wake y'all up?
Turn the lights on. And we
Oh,
got
you.
5 seconds to get up.
Oh, that's good because my grandma wakes up before Jesus, and you know what she want to do? She turn on every light in the house and say, "Get up and do." Now it's about 2 a.m. You like, Grandma? What the hell we supposed to do at 2 o'clock in the morning? She say, "I don't care. Get up and do something."
And-
Well, my grandma, this is how we know it's time to get up. Mahalia Jackson started blasting through the
No.
house. Baby, when you heard Mahalia, because you know Mahalia's song slow and she moaned. When you heard Mahalia, you was
Uh-huh.
gone, man. No Scooby Doo this morning. Come on, we got to. You knew your day was gone. You finna clean, then you gotta peel the greens, then you gotta roll the greens, then you gotta cut the greens, then you gotta wash the greens. Y'all know how to clean? Yeah.
I just did that 2 days
We
ago.
wish you.
That's why they got glory greens.
Huh?
Now,
My
Won't they
Bishop,
grandma
bless
say,
you?
"Ain't no
Bishop,
glory in
Bishop,
glory
Won't they
greens."
bless you?
Bishop,
No, they won't. No, they
Oh,
won't.
yes,
Bishop.
they will. You still gotta
Wait.
black them up. You still gotta blacken them up. But
Yeah,
the
you
girls
throw
is
some
already
seasoning.
cut. They cleaned and they picked. Huh? They'll bless your whole life.
Brother, we from the South. We don't know nothing about baby. Ain't no glory in the
They
glory
made
greens.
glory
Oh
in
no,
the
no, no.
South.
But
Listen,
understand.
listen.
No. Understand. They don't come just in the can. Huh?
That's
No,
right. They
they
come
come
in
in
the
a
bag
bag.
too.
Oh, I seen
Sure
a cut
do.
up already. I'll give you.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
You mean the ones in the fresh bag?
Yes. In the bag.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the can of
Hallelujah.
glory greens.
Yeah,
I
because
said,
I
I
what
was
do
on that
both.
glory?
walk for a minute.
Bishop said I do both.
I do both.
Yeah.
Depending on how I feel.
All right, so
Bishop, we was
Damien, what's
almost
yours?
out
What's your
the
funny?
out the door, but now we back in.
We back. We back. We back. We back.
Don't worry about it,
We
because
back.
whatever you do not come and eat, I got it.
Ain't that it?
I'm gonna tell y'all my funny story. Last year, I went to Alabama to spend Thanksgiving with my grandmother, and she was going actually somewhere with my uncle apparently. So I ended up going to my great uncle's. But anyway, so I brought her some eggnog and a couple other treats, if y'all know what I mean. And later on, I got a picture. I kept telling her, I said, Granny, you need to be careful with this. And she said, don't tell me what I need to be careful with. I'm a smoker from the 70s. I said, all right, Granny, but this ain't this ain't the 70s.
This ain't 70. This is
And I
ooh wee.
noticed she just kept eating and drinking. I'm like, oh my God. I get a picture at about 7:38 and they can't wake her up. She's gone. She was gone.
Chevy, was this Bishop's mama?
Nope.
Okay. I was about to say, Bishop, she needs a whooping getting grandma out there. Well, I can't talk about it because I got my
My other
grandmama.
granny,
So.
I could turn up with her. She'll take a shot with me today.
Yes.
Not my
Brother,
grandma.
what's your moment?
Who me? Oh, I don't. I honestly, I don't have a funny Thanksgiving moment. I don't.
Shit.
We have a good time. Like my people, my dad's side is real cool, but my mom's side is everybody drinks, just about. And but we watch each other. We make each other drink water, and we have a cool time. Like we don't have fights and all that kind of stuff.
Shit.
If you look like you got an attitude, you got to go. It's
That
just
part.
we do real we real good. I mean you could tell who don't like who,
Y'all don't
but
play no spades at Thanksgiving?
oh no, I don't
No,
no, that
What?
causes
Baby,
problems.
no.
we don't
No,
play spades. We
that
play war
causes problems.
spades. Cause we be at that table ain't nobody
Dominoes?
blood no more. Where's family?
Listen, we cannot play spades.
What?
You can't play dominoes. You can't play beer wish. You can't play gin. Then we'll get you shanked.
Hmm.
We play all of that. We still family at the end of the night.
No,
No,
ma'am.
I
Y'all
might
No,
play the
ma'am.
forget
right
that
way.
you are who you
Hold up.
are.
Yeah,
Let me
I know how
rephrase
my
that.
family is. Yeah. Mhm.
If you're on my team and we winning at the end of the night, we family. But if you like, I know my brother's watching. If you like my brother, who we was running the table. We had like 12. No, we had 11 books, and I knew we finna take it all home. This joker threw out the high spade. So I didn't know that was a spade. I flipped the whole table over. Went.
Oh.
How you didn't know the game is called spades? Like
I
how
do
you didn't?
not play
It's a hit
cards
and
with
dig.
black
Run
people.
us our
I
books
don't
over.
play cards
I
with black
was
people.
so broke. Not to mention after he played the high spade, guess what he came back then with? The low spade.
Renege.
They was
Oh, I
like,
can
that's
say
two.
renege.
I said, F. I was, nope. Table went left.
Well,
Cards went left and right.
my granddaddy
Exactly,
stays
Miss
cheating,
Raquel.
so
Exactly, Miss
You,
Raquel. You
you're
can't
right,
play cards
Rakia.
with
You
black
cannot
folks.
play Uno with. You can't play Uno
Nope.
with spam.
Nope.
Now
my
you know
Listen,
it's
my
a
This is
different
warning to
serious
y'all is
version
thing.
do
and
not play
everything like
nothing with
that.
my granddaddy. He's going to cheat.
Going
now
He's
to
going to
cheat.
listen.
cheat every time.
We took our little trip to Myrtle Beach, right? And I bought Uno Attack. So we thought we was gonna be cute and play this game, right? That is a recipe for disaster. Do you hear
It is.
me? It
Uno
could go
attack will
like
set you up
Oh
for
no.
it
failure.
can set you up to play for like 4 hours.
Yup. To the
It,
point where you just
no,
like,
it'll
look,
set you up.
can somebody just go out and win?
Just call it out. You just want somebody to win at that point. Like, just here, what you
I
need to
know.
finish this game?
Let me give you my cards.
So what's some traditions that y'all have to do every Thanksgiving? Like when y'all do come together, except for DJ, because what do y'all do on FaceTime, DJ? When y'all come together, what is one thing that you
Listen,
have to do?
we come together, but COVID has taught us a beautiful lesson that we can do our own things at our own home. However, to answer the question, the
There
one
would
thing
never be
that
a
I
no
think
clue dinner at DJ's house.
no, like I could host y'all, right? Because it would be those things. Like I just think that as I've gotten older, and I think too as my mom gets older, we just don't want. Like I said, I want peace. I want peace in my home, and I'm not gonna let you bring all of that into my home. But that's a whole nother conversation for another day. But the one thing that like we absolutely must have, um, is I love my mom's green bean casserole, and I would not eat nobody else's because it don't be right. But she do it like where it's the perfect blend of cheese and green beans. And I don't even like onions. People that know me know I don't like onions, so I pick off like the crunchy fried onion topping, whatever the hell it is. But like that's a definitely that and my mom's macaroni. Like there have been fights in my mother's kitchen over her macaroni. Um, they just do.
Wait a minute.
Like
Green bean casserole?
oh yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. But my mom doesn't do
I
it the
thought that was a white
unseasoned.
person thing though.
It generally
It,
is.
no, but see, here's the thing
It
though.
generally is.
It generally
DJ,
is,
I'm with you on this one, okay? Because my
but
mama used to love green bean
my mom
casserole.
blackens it up though. It's not like just typical white people like green beans and the stuff on top. Like my mom blackens it up. So
Translation is seasoned.
but it's seasoned because like she uses different kinds of cheese. So she uses like pepper jack cheese and other stuff. So you get those underlying undertones and hints and things too. So you're not just having like a pan of green beans with some sauce and whatever. Like no, my mom really does blacken it up.
I'm gonna have to try that one day. And yeah,
Now,
y'all were
like
talking
I
about
said, I don't do the
pumpkin
fried
pie,
onion piece. I don't
green
do
beans
that.
and cheese.
I might have to try
Listen,
it too. 'Cause I
Green
like
bean
the fried.
casserole done
Yeah,
right
because
is
I generally
really
don't like
good.
it, but that if she does it the way you say, then I'm willing to try it. We actually
Okay, DJ. So
went-
this year Thanksgiving is gonna be in Kentucky, and then next year is gonna be in Chicago. Better yet, this
Come on.
Thanksgiving is in Kentucky. Christmas gonna be in Chicago. We need to eat sooner than later.
I might not be here, so I can't promise you that. I asked Bobby to get y'all pants together, okay?
That's fine, but we're gonna cut the end of the ham off.
You can do that. That wasn't my family's tradition. We don't do that.
I love that,
Rakia said, I
Rakia.
spent
Ricky, I'm here for
Thanksgiving
the
with my
fried
aunties
fish.
and
Me
uncles
too.
last year,
Listen,
and
me
we didn't
too.
have
Yes.
any traditional Thanksgiving food. My uncle
Mhm.
fried some fish. We've done that. Like
Me
my
too.
family has done themed Thanksgivings. Like we did
We've
a
had
seafood
ribs and
Thanksgiving. We
everything.
didn't have turkey. We
We've had
had
ribs one year
shrimp
too.
and lobster and conch.
Mm.
Ugh, that is disgusting. It tastes like a loogie in your mouth that you and then swallow that down.
Well, you gotta have conch fritters. That's why you gotta.
That's what my dad. Y'all weird. That's a seasoned people thing. They like conch and
Conch fritters.
But so okay then DJ, DJ? Your one food you gotta have is Mama's mac and cheese and her green bean casserole.
Absolutely. Those are necessities.
Okay, Kay, you've been quiet the whole show.
Definitely my mama's greens, my mama's yams, my mama's mac and cheese, my mama's dressing. I gotta add the dressing in there. My mama's dressing. And basically her
Dressing,
whole
not
cooking.
stuffing. Dressing.
Hello,
That part.
dressing,
Oh,
dressing.
look, I got Kentucky people on here, so I'm gonna be nice with what I say. My former boss was from Kentucky. She was from Louisville, and she's like, Robert, it's Louisville. I said, it's Louisville. That's how I spell it. It's Louisville. And
It's
so
the
we had
veal.
we had a Thanksgiving
veal.
potluck, and everybody brought a dish, right? She said, I'm gonna bring the stuffing. And so we all was like, because my staff was black, and her family owns a suite at the Kentucky Derby where they race the horses. Okay, now you see how white she is. She said, I'm gonna bring the dressing. We was like, oh Lord. So she brought this stuff, and they was like, Robert, you the boss, you gotta taste it first. You go first. And so I was like, this is good. This ain't this is stuffing. And so we was when I tell you we tore it up, it had shredded chicken in it. We was like, whoa. So
So
she
she
was
made a
like,
stuffing casserole.
she didn't
She
make
didn't
it,
give you
period.
stuffing.
She went to Boston Market and bought it because
Yes.
we was like,
Do what you gotta do, sis.
we was like, this
Okay.
is good. Her husband would say, she didn't make that, she bought it. She told us, honey, you're just supposed to let me take that credit. But I'm sorry, Kay, when you said dressing, that's what made me think. Damien, what do you gotta have? Okay, I gotta be
My
teared up.
mom's dressing. Like I'll eat stuff. I eat stuffing in salmon. But for Thanksgiving, I gotta have dressing. So yeah, there's a difference. I'll eat both,
There
but I
is
don't
a
want it for Thanksgiving.
Right.
Bishop, what you gotta have?
Yeah.
My mama's dressing. That's the one thing that my mama actually cooks.
Mhm.
I'll actually do most of the cooking. My dad will do the turkey. Well, him and my mama do the turkey together. And I'll cook the rest of the sides. But that dressing got to be right. And she
Chevette?
do that dressing right.
Sorry, I was just thinking about the goodness.
The goodness of Jesus or the goodness of the dress?
The dressing. Let me be clear. Everything my daddy cooks is on point. He's literally the chef. But what's funny is my mama, when we were little, me and the brother right under me, there's 4 of us. She used to cook a lot when we were younger. So around Thanksgiving, we can kind of get her to cook a little something. I need my mama to make this chocolate pecan pie. I need her to make the banana pudding for me. I have put in requests for her to try to make me a banana pudding cake this year. She be baking, y'all. But I
Come on,
really,
bacon.
Daddy said she won't have. I really need you to make that 5 cheese macaroni, the crock pot macaroni and cheese.
Oh, shut that
Let me tell you how you know food is good. When a person's talking about food and they start doing this,
Right.
that's when you know it's good. You know how when the old people pray, they got to rock because that's when it's in their shanana. When the food good, you start rocking it. That's when you.
Listen,
So one of our viewers said that he wished he could have his mom's dressing. I wish I could have my grandmother's dressing. My grandmother's dressing, like she would bake the cornbread and then she'll break up the cornbread, and then I have to get out the kitchen because I can't know her secrets. And she would put, I know it was celery in there and some other
Of
stuff,
course.
and then she would put some chicken in there, and then she put the chicken broth in there. And when it goes in white, but when it comes out,
Whoosh.
it be dark with that crust on it. And it'd be like, and I'm like, Grandma, we gonna make some gravy, and she would make turkey gravy for me. But I never needed the gravy because that dressing be so good. It wasn't dry. You know, some people dressing be dry. Like you eat, it's like eating a Popeyes biscuit with no honey. Shout out to Popeyes. But I miss her dressing so much. And then her mac and cheese, because my grandmother didn't measure. She'll say, baby, you need
Most
4
people don't
hands of
measure.
cheese, 2 fingers of, and so I'm like, Grandma, I can't bake. Your hands are 10 times the size. But when you do those measurements, it still turned out good. Her mac and cheese, because some people mac and cheese like a cake, right? So when you cut it, it don't be that stringy, drooly cheese. Her mac and cheese just be so drooly, baby. And she like the pan in the oven. That's my baby's pan. I was the baby.
Wait a
That's
minute.
my baby's
Her
pan.
mac and cheese be so
Don't
what?
so gooey and ooh.
So
Girl, make it
Drewy.
Drury. You made up a word, but I was gonna let that go.
Look, no, let me explain something to you. When food
I
is
was
good,
gonna let that go.
You make up a word for some good food. It be drooly, like you know how when babies drool, it be like that long string.
Oh my
That
God.
cheese be long and stringy. And then let me tell you, she used to get jiggy with it. She'll fry some chicken tenders and cut them up and put them in there. And then one time she put some lobster and shrimp in it. Baby, I tell you, on the pimp slap her, it was so good.
I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did it.
You probably would have got them
Baby,
hands
like
in return.
if I could go back in time and just have that one moment in the kitchen with my grandmama again, babe. And then I used to get my hand popped all the time when she making her cakes because I want to eat the batter. And she's like, "Let me put it in the pan first." Yes, ma'am. Like, so Jeremy, I want to shout you out. I feel your pain. I wish I could get back in the kitchen with that woman one more time. My grandma was 4'11", baby, but you would
Wow.
swear she was 9'4" the way she talked.
No, that
So
reminds
let's
me of
talk.
my
I'm
great
about to get
grandmother.
emotional.
She
Let's talk.
my
Go
great
ahead.
grandmother was like the queen of baking cakes. I call her Cake Granny. She's no longer with us too. But let me tell you something I miss when she used to bake them cakes and have a big old box of scraps. You hear me? All I needed was the scraps, not even the whole cake.
Baby, because what's in the cake is in the scraps as
You hear
well.
me?
Hey, so Chevette, my grandmother actually taught me how to make a banana pudding cake. I made one for my team one time, and my wafers be crispy and not soggy when you eat it, because that's a real banana pudding cake. All right, and
Is
you don't use
Right.
JELL old pudding mix.
that part.
Hey, ugly boy. Hey, my man.
Hey, Amari.
We had to come and make a surprise appearance.
Hey, Arteria, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Terry.
Hey, Terry.
It's her phone because she in storage at Mac.
I say hi.
But she was agreeing. Okay, so I'll try to do some footwork on that.
You done
Don't
got him.
cry.
He's up
I
there.
know you
He's up
not
here
sitting up there crying.
Robert, you know he is. You know he is. It's okay.
I
Let him have his
understand. And it's
moment.
his first holiday away from home.
Let him have his moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll be there this weekend, right? No, you're not going home this weekend? No.
Hey, my man.
Aw.
Them big old cheeks.
Oh my
I
God! I
know.
tell you every time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's so cute.
That's what I'm thankful for, that little guy right there. Y'all, for Mother's Day, we was at a restaurant, and I was looking at him, and his mama told me he was asleep because he slept with his eyes open. And she said, he's asleep. And I said, well, tell my grandmama that I miss her and I love her. And he looked right at me and smiled.
Oh.
Oh.
And so ever since then, Jesus
Sorry.
Christ. I said I was going to get emotional, but that's my little man. And I can't wait to see you because we having ice cream. They making. Let me call defects. I told you I'm gonna call defects so y'all making my baby cry. Hey, Unky boy. Hey, my fat man. His little
Got
teeth.
two
Y'all see his
faces about him.
teeth?
Oh.
He
Last
got,
time I
okay, we
seen
gotta get
him,
back
he
to
didn't
the
have
show
teeth.
because y'all emotional.
So Terry,
Tony,
Okay,
why
before
you
so
you
going
loop
let's talk
out,
about some
up?
new traditions.
no, before Arteria loops out, because I know she ain't staying long. Terry, tell us either a funny Thanksgiving story you have, or one tradition that y'all gotta have. Just something, and then you can chuck them up.
Her tradition that she needs to have is bring me my baby.
Did you say something to me?
I did. I
I'm
said a
sorry.
lot of.
He was
I said
he
a
was
lot of
hollering. I had to put him on mute.
stuff. Now I
What you
was
say?
saying before you get off, because we know that you're busy. We're glad that you're here. Tell us a funny Thanksgiving story you got, or traditions that y'all have that you just got to do. Just something off the top of your head, or what are your plans? Like what you got going on?
I don't have
Anything.
a funny Thanksgiving story, but this year we are staying home this year. I'm
Me
about to
too,
bust some
girl.
pots up.
You
So
can
I'm
freeze
cooking a
and
lot of
overnight
food.
plate.
Well, I will be
Auntie,
home on Saturday, so make sure my plate is set to the side.
the post office is open on
Okay.
Friday. You can overnight my plate. I'll get it on Saturday.
The driver gonna eat it.
Right.
And y'all will see me on First 48. Man, Hayes, a man from the St.
But I
Louis
just had to
Perch.
pop in on y'all.
Bye,
We
Auntie
love you,
boy.
See
Terry.
y'all
We love
later. Say
you.
bye-bye.
Happy
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
He's so cute.
sorry, y'all. That's my little man. Oh, I can't wait to give him his Christmas gift.
Since Arteria's not on here, I'm gonna do what she does usually when she's on here. You can always come back.
She
Hello.
said that in the notes. She said that when you come
She did
back.
Hello.
say that in the notes. She said that in the notes a few bad times back.
She said, "Now come back to Georgia.
She
Literally,
did.
okay?
Y'all
Shoot.
got to let me have him for about a year. Then y'all can have him back if he wants to go back. But right now, he got to stay."
Just 1 year. That's it.
Right. So we
Yes.
Y'all,
we need him to work with us on this Midwest takeover thing we got going on.
Right.
Mm.
We
y'all, the
have some
Midwest is
community
something
work
Well,
to
you hear
do.
that?
serious, y'all.
Just for a year now, Dr. Robert. Then you come back. Okay, just for a
That's it.
year.
1 year. That's one.
And you
Unless, of
already been there
course,
for a
he
few
I
gets a
didn't
months, so
say
promotion.
y'all got to get
I
going.
said we got to give him about a year. But if he gets a promotion, which I'm already declaring, he
Huh?
won't be able to go back to Georgia at all.
Huh?
So I'm just
Well,
saying.
I guess.
I just got attitude.
And now, Kay, you young, you can come this way.
And we
Look,
about to speak K new job into her life, so it ain't gonna be no excuse why
Exactly.
she can't come.
Amen, amen,
Amen.
amen,
oh,
amen,
me and Kay
amen.
already own that, baby, ain't we?
And listen,
Listen,
you can come work for Dr. Crawford here in the Midwest.
Oh, no,
Now,
listen.
no, no.
K
We got
K
great
finna be
plans for
doing
Kay.
this. The exits are here, here, and here.
Right.
Two in the
It's going to be
front,
put with
two in the
four
wings,
window.
and two in the rear, honey.
We do
Come
want to
on,
remind you
baby.
to wear
That
your
would
mask as
if you
part of
if
our
you
FAA rules.
literally if you feel like the cabin air pressure has gone, don't forget put your mask over your nose.
Put your
You
mask
gotta
on
help
And
first.
mask
yourself
your
before you
mask
help
on
others.
first.
Yes, mask yourself first and then your child.
We got you. Got you.
Right.
Got
What the
to.
one lady say? And if you have multiple children, choose your favorite. The one that's going to take care of you when you
Hello.
get older. All right,
Well,
guys. So what's some
my brothers ain't on here,
traditions
so
you want
daddy,
to
that's
start?
me.
No. Bishop, don't save Chavez. Just come save me. Make sure I get my meal. Because I can
Oh.
cook. We
Wow.
ain't going to sing together,
Wow.
but I can cook.
Yes,
The only
indeed.
girl.
Oh, you the only girl?
Yeah.
She
That
said
means
she
you
has 3 brothers.
spoiled.
Yeah.
And I'm the only boy in my
SPOILT.
family.
You the only boy?
Wow.
I am. I'm the oldest, and I'm the only boy.
That's why
I'm the
you're
oldest, the only
spoiled.
girl.
Both
You
of
said
y'all
what?
spoiled rotten.
I am not spoiled at
I'm the
all.
oldest. I
And you
just got a lot
spoiled
of
too.
sisters.
I couldn't deal with no sisters. I can't even sit here and lie to you.
I got one older
Yeah.
sister and one younger sister. I'm trying to put both of them on
Yeah.
eBay.
That's
Buy
fine.
one, get
Just
one
pray
free.
for me,
All right, guys,
Both of
before
us.
we get ready to wrap up, because we got like 9 minutes. This show went quick. What are
It
some
did.
traditions you would like to see started? What's some things you want to see start? Some new stuff you want to do?
Personally, I want to see travel. It's like I was telling my mom today. Like we have learned some of the recipes that they've had, and I've actually put my own twist on some things. So, the food part has been important, but I like this generation behind me, like I'm 47, so everybody behind me is not interested in cooking like that. They don't mind eating it, but they don't want to do that. So, but everybody wants to go. Let's go to the mountains. Let's go skiing. Let's go do. They want to go, or let's go to someplace tropical because where we live is too cold. So I'm interested in the travel part and what the future will hold for that for future generations. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Okay. Travel.
Mhm.
So wherever we travel to, No Clue staff, that would be the cook. You heard him say, "I got the old recipes right there." Who else? We piecing this together. See, this is all coming together. So he's gonna do the entrees. Bishop is doing the sides. We got DJ. We'll bring the wine. Kay, you just look good and come
I'm
drink with us.
Definitely bring the wine.
okay. Okay, I can do that.
Chevy,
I
can
can
you
do that.
cook?
I can cook. I definitely.
Okay,
I used to watch my daddy all the time. I used to stay in the kitchen with him. That's how I learned how to cook.
bet. So you, Damien, and Bishop are the cooks. Me, DJ, and Kay are the eaters.
Facts.
Look, it balances itself out.
But I do want to also
I'm a
bring the
great
liquor.
taster. Great taster. Oh my god,
Always. Yeah.
best
I
there
feel
is.
like if you don't cook, you should have to pay for the food.
You should plate the food.
No,
Pay
That they got
for
you on
it.
mute. Unmute yourself. Unmute them.
I got it.
There
Okay.
you go.
I said I think if you don't cook, you should have to pay
I'm
for the
with the
food.
bishop.
Well, I think I'm gonna be in the kitchen.
Well, you know
Hey,
what?
cause
I
that
don't
meal,
mind
that
paying
meal get
for the
expensive
food.
quick.
I'm
It
gonna pay the food
is.
with some
Thanksgiving
It
get
does.
attention.
expensive.
I'm gonna pay the food with some love. I'm gonna pay the food with some tea. I'm gonna pay for it, all right?
Mhm.
And if it's good, I'm gonna pay for it later. How
That's a
about
new
that?
tradition. All the kids got to chip in and pay for the food, and I'll go and cook it.
There you go,
You
Bishop.
know I ain't mad about that. We can do it, DJ. We got
That's
PTO.
not fair
We
because
got
my
this.
three brothers, only one of them's making real money. One's a college student and one is only 15 years old. So
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, those sound like excuses. You better get
Excuses.
out. You better go buy some groceries. You better you better do some
If you're 18, you
DoorDash.
got to pay.
Right.
DJ, what do you want to see? What's some new traditions you want to start?
I want to do new food. Like, I enjoy this part of it, but
Mhm.
especially now, like when it's in the store, I'm like, I'm not giving y'all $65 for no damn turkey. That's crazy. So like, I just want to do something different. I want to change it up. I'm also with dad. Like, I want to take trips. Like I don't care. I don't care about not being but with the people. Like, if I want to go to the mountains and go skiing, that's what I'm gonna do. I want to just do stuff different, and I want to experience every moment. But mainly, I just want to change the foods because when I saw that shit in the store for $65, that was enough to kill it for me.
KE, what you want to start new? Get married to the
I'm
one.
with DJ. Honestly, my papa always has this saying: we eat the same food for Thanksgiving, we eat the same food for Christmas, and it gets tiring. So I agree. New food, just create. Let's just create a whole new menu or something, but keep the mac and cheese and the greens and the dressing though, because that got to go. That got to stay. But like different foods, what I have no idea, but new foods. I mean, that would be great. That would be great. And probably, staying home a little bit more. Like I said, I'm used to my mom, my sister, and I. So, keeping it small and not doing all that big stuff all the time. Because there's no need for all that. We don't like each other anyway. No need to
Okay,
be
so
fake.
We have now hired you to the system and processes department.
Right.
DJ,
Welcome.
your
Um,
boss. Y'all
um,
just cutthroat. Bishop, what's new you want to start?
New? Mm, I say probably maybe change. No, I don't want to change the food because we always do something different for Christmas. So Christmas is different than Thanksgiving for us.
mhm.
I think probably having the kids as they get older take over the responsibility of putting the whole celebration together, whether it's in Kentucky, whether it's in Georgia. If we out of the country, I don't care. Let's do it different.
Mhm.
That
Duck
was
and
a good
fried
one.
fish are some
Duck,
suggestions.
Chevy,
I ain't
what's
got
some
duck money.
It's
But see,
not much
duck,
more expensive than the rest of this stuff
but
nowadays.
see, duck is tricky because if you overcook it, it's nasty. If you undercook it, it's nasty. Like that's
Yeah.
really one of those things that you really have to pay
If you
attention
cook it
to.
at all, it's nasty.
Thank you, Chevy.
No, it's
Oh
not nasty.
no.
No, because
I know.
a good duck à l'orange will bless your soul, but it
Yeah.
has to be cooked properly.
And
Yeah.
so will a
I
good
have not
The
chicken
had
a
duck
it
la
my
cooked
ronge.
papa
correctly.
make, that's good.
So, Chevy, what's some new things you want to get started?
I want my parents to have a new address in Georgia so that I can just go to the house down the street and eat for Thanksgiving. And then I want instead of, can we just replace everything they advertise for Thanksgiving has a turkey? I don't eat turkey. Can it just be chicken? I'm just saying.
Come on, Kim Parker. Chicken, get your chicken
Now
here.
listen here. We black. Chicken is a staple in the diet.
It's not
So how
different.
does
Right.
that make it different?
It don't need to be different. It ain't broke. Don't fix it.
So I'm gonna take all y'all suggestions and wrap them all into one. Next year for Thanksgiving, I'm going on a cruise.
That's what's
Cause
up.
Come
on a
on,
cruise, you
crew.
got everything you want to eat under the sun on that boat. And it's
Too much.
how
Amen.
often can you eat? 24 hours. I can go on a
24
7-day
hours.
cruise, hit up 3 or 4 different countries, eat, drink, be merry, and then gotta deal with the people that I want to deal with. Cause when you're on a cruise ship, them boats are huge.
I'm with it.
Hmm.
So if I'm tired of my cousin, I can just walk away. And guess what? We ain't gonna see each other no more on this boat because this boat is huge. My dad and my mother are on the boat right now for Thanksgiving. They call me every night at like 11:30. What you doing? I'm asleep. We at a party. We doing this. We just left here. If y'all don't sit y'all old behinds down somewhere, they called me last night. My mom on the dance floor, pop, blocking and dropping. I said, "Now you know she old. She gonna go down. She
Yeah.
ain't gonna make it back up." I ain't gonna tell y'all what she said to me in front of them folks on that boat. But just
That's
know
right.
this: when she get
Mhm.
back, if y'all don't see me no more,
We know what
It's
but
happened.
that's what I want to do. I'm ready to do something different for Christmas. I want to go to the Poconos and I want to go skiing down the side of the mountain.
Now
And then,
listen, the Poconos in the wintertime is a dangerous thing. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's beautiful to look at,
well,
but
fine. We're going
you
to
don't want to get stuck
Colorado.
in that bitch though. I'm just giving you a heads
We
up because it can happen.
we're
It's
going to
real.
Colorado then because it's legal in
Yo,
Colorado.
I went to Utah last year for Christmas.
beautiful.
With Brittany's family. It was absolutely beautiful. I would love to do that again. Even take my family. The mountains were gorgeous.
The
That's what's good.
Caribbean. They
Make
be
it
in the
Bishop,
more.
I'm
Caribbean.
not a fan. I went to the Bahamas and I was so under impressed. I guess
Well,
people hyped it up. Now the alcohol is good. Not that I drink, so I was told the alcohol is good. I
But I'm
drank the
also
Holy
one of
Ghost.
those people that I'm from the Midwest, so Christmas isn't Christmas without snow. Like,
yeah.
and even when I went to Vegas or I spent it in Phoenix, I gotta FaceTime my family so I can at least see the snow on Christmas morning. Like, I don't want it to
Hey,
stick. It don't have to stay, but I just need to see a little bit.
we
You
were
know,
in
we
Naples
did.
last year, and I loved it. We came back Christmas Eve. We had been in Naples a week, and I'm like, we should just stay through Christmas.
Mhm.
You
But
know,
see,
if
when
you
I
want to
went
see
to
snow, you
Vegas,
just go to the deep freezer and get that frost off the side of the deep freezer.
Oh,
Make a
come on.
snowball come hit you with it.
no,
There go your snow.
No.
it's not the same. Like,
It's not.
you
We'll go
have to
get you a
have
snow cone.
that. No, you have to have that. Like, it's like
Wintry
Oh,
a
feel.
nice blend of like frosty coverness and light snow where
Mm,
like it just freshly came down and it's not gonna hold. Like that's what I want. I don't want like feet of snow and
that's too
covered
much.
everywhere. Like I don't want all of
I
that.
agree.
And I live in Chicago, so it gets bad. So we don't want all of that. We just want a nice
Hmm.
little sprinkling, a nice little dusting, so you get the color and you get the feel of the season, and then it's gonna go away.
mhm.
Wait,
I'm dreaming of a
brother,
white Christmas,
does
guys.
it snow in
Me
St.
too.
Louis?
Yes.
It does.
Like no,
Not as
so let
much.
me phrase it.
Not as
Does
much
it
as
snow
Chicago.
in St. Louis like feet of snow or just like inches of snow?
It
More
can. It can
inches.
get there.
It can, but it's the last few years it hasn't. Global warming and all that kind of stuff. So.
Okay, thank God for global warming. I
Oh,
don't
And
do it.
really?
we haven't even had snow like we usually have historically gotten either. Like we've
Yeah.
had some very warm seasons, but for us, January and February are our worst months anyway. And
Yeah.
that's when we get more
Got
snow.
you. So
That's when it's
January
much
and February, I
colder.
need to go back to Atlanta.
Notice
Heard.
those of us who are currently living in Atlanta are quiet.
Right. Right. And it don't
Let me
help. I'm
tell
I'm
you, I
actually
woke up
from
this morning.
Texas, so I sure don't know nothing about no snow.
I woke up this morning and it said 27 degrees. I got in the car, it said warning, maybe ice on roads. I was like, what
Wow.
the
Under
fuck?
And we don't close. We keep on pushing. We don't
You put
close.
your
Atlanta
pencil
shuts
and your
down
saw down, push it to the side,
immediately.
and keep on moving.
What you say, Chevy?
Atlanta shuts down immediately when there's a little bit of snow.
It's I'm Atlanta. I'm just in St. Louis. I
Now I'm
will be
from
shutting
Kentucky.
down.
We going to school with snow sticking on the ground.
We going
No,
to
man.
school
We
with
going to
snow up
school.
here, and you're gonna dig a hole, and everybody gonna go in that same hole. But you
That
taking
part.
your ass to the schoolhouse.
No, that's what we ain't gonna do. I don't see
Kentucky's
it.
doing better about school days. And
Mhm.
snow hadn't been as bad. We kind of get it here and there, but we've been getting a lot of ice. The ice is worse than snow.
Mhm.
Yep.
I agree.
This morning, woke up, it was 21 degrees.
Mhm.
Brother, is that not the
Yeah,
devil?
It's
I
the
we
said,
was
devil.
at
whoever
we were
pissed
at
off
20 degrees
Elsa,
this
can y'all give
morning,
her back? Give her back whatever she you took.
and
Let
our high
no.
today was 34, and that was a
Two
good day.
That's
degrees
against my also.
above freezing.
2 degrees above
Oh
freezing,
crap.
and that was a good day.
That wind in Chicago ain't no joke, though.
Ooh,
And I live off the lakefront, so it's
Disrespectful. That's
worse.
disrespectful.
to cut your life in
Yes,
half.
I've been to his house.
Yeah,
When we
that
had
hump
the
don't play
crossing in
no game.
Chicago, that lakefront wind ain't no joke, baby. It's just
Cut
good
your
It ain't.
life.
morning. How you
Yeah,
doing?
I have been in the
20
house since I
degrees.
got to Kentucky, basically. Okay.
How, have you heard of Instacart? That's where my groceries gonna be coming
I
from.
ordered Panera today. I needed hot
Listen,
soup.
You know, I did not know Panera started in St. Louis, so it's called St. Louis
St.
Bread
Louis Bread
Company.
Yes,
Company.
it
Wow, I
is.
didn't know
Yes,
that.
yes.
Yes,
Learn
it is.
something new every day. But I apologize. We've gone over our time by 3 minutes. Our
Oops.
production manager just letting us talk and hang out. We want to thank Bishop Kenny Clay Jr. for joining us. We want to thank Damian Parks Weekly, Damian Parks Weekly for joining us.
Right.
We want to thank Kay
Please.
Kaylon
Hey,
Evans for
Lon.
joining us, even though her thing said KE. We want to thank y'all for joining us. Of course, DJ, we love you. Chevy, I miss your voice so much. I just want to put that out there. But we want to
Don't make
thank
me
y'all for
cry. Not
joining us
today.
for the first season. I mean, for the third season, first show of No Clue. Guys, this season we have the lineup that is bonkers. We're gonna talk about some heavy stuff. We're gonna talk about some
Hmm.
laughing stuff. We're gonna have fun. You know how we do it. We're
And
gonna
we're
be
gonna get
real with
sexy.
you.
We are
Yeah.
gonna get
Right.
sexy because
And
that
don't
is a
just invite me
staple.
during the holiday either.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got you, Bishop.
You heard
Bishop
the
said,
man
wait a
of
minute.
God.
We got you, Bishop.
Okay.
I want to be on the deep stuff.
you
We,
got
we,
to
we
you
got
got
you.
to
But
invite
trust
him
me,
back.
when we go deep, we go deep. Like, we have some conversations about
It's usually
mental
my
health.
fault.
We talk about abuse. We talk about everything. And we do have some conversations that I don't think your daughter gonna want you to be a part of. Because if you knew some of the stuff I know, you would eat on 3 hours of the grocery store, you would not go down. Trust me, I don't. When I go to Walmart, I avoid
Listen,
those aisles
but that was a
clearly.
very educational segment, and we talk
It was
a
very
lot of good
educational.
things, and I'm sure that people's sex lives have been improved because of it.
And
Well,
I
you
was
heard what
don't
saying,
sleep
our
on the
virtual
bishop. Don't
grandparents
sleep on
said.
me.
I
Come
was
on, don't
just
sleep
about
on
to
the
say, y'all
bishop.
don't know.
Yes.
Bishop has 4 kids.
Bishop.
4 kids.
Right.
So,
Look, y'all heard what our virtual grandparents said. Y'all need to do a show on old folks. What's your senior sex life?
No, on the
It's
top
snow on the
and fire
rooftop, but it's
below.
fire
I'm
downstairs.
bringing my
Lord
granny.
Jesus.
You can miss me on that one. Ain't got time.
Bishop say no. But thank y'all for joining us, guys. We'll see y'all next week. Are we here next week? We're here next week, right, DJ? We'll see y'all next week as we kick off season 3 again. I forgot the show for next week, y'all, but it's gonna be good. Arteria will be back with us. This
Follow us.
season's gonna be real good. This season's gonna be real. When I say we came together and minds meshed and the episodes just flowed, we actually have season 3 and part of season 4 already planned out. Like, y'all,
Facts.
the show is
It's
taking
gonna be
off.
lit.
If you have some show ideas, send us your emails. nocluetheshow@gmail.com. If you have feedback for us, email us nocluetheshow@gmail.com. If you want to get in touch with Rakia to get your podcast launched, I forgot her email, but email us at
For any digital
nocluetheshow.com.
media platform, not just podcast. If you have digital media needs, shout out to Ricky Z Media.
Yes. Email us. NoClueShow@gmail.com. She checks our email. See how good she is. She produced, she markets, she checks emails, she responds to emails, she hosts meetings, she produced the show. She do it all. Y'all, she's a one-stop shop. I'm telling
Yo,
you.
follow our YouTube channel, No Clue the Show.
Bef-
Follow us
Before we
on
get out of here, y'all
Facebook,
say, hey, that's
No Clue
Kenja.
the
It's one of my
Show.
little brothers.
Hey, Kendra, one of my little
Hey.
brothers.
Follow us on social media. Give us y'all feedback. Give us your
Yep.
ideas. Give us your suggestions. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you want to see. We really do try to listen to you guys because we appreciate you guys and your feedback. So talk to us so we can talk back to you.
And just remember this: when you think you have life figured out, you realize you have what?
No
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 clue.
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 See y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.